Hello everyone, Amanda here, thanks for joining me. So today I'm just a quick video to share my brand new kit that I've just released, and this is called Victorian Ladies. This has purposely been made to go with my Victorian Gentleman kit. Both are available over on my Ko-fi and the link is in the description box below. So this was really inspired by the lady who purchased my Victorian Gentleman lap book. She asked me if I'd do another and said she'd really like a ladies themed one to go with it. So that's the brainchild for this kit. So there's 20 sheets in total. It's a full journal kit. I have done some in different orientations because if you are doing a lap book, then the ones in that orientation are great. If you're not, then they're great to cut up or use for your journal covers, etc. So this is the first one and it's typical of the kit. We've got a vintage and it's kind of a pink, but it's a dusky pink. It's a vintage pink. It prints out lovely and I've managed to brighten some of the colours, so it's vintage but it's not dark and grungy. It's nice, and I've added some cherry blossoms to give it just a little bit of a shabby feel, because I do like doing shabby vintage. So this is the first one with this lovely lady that I've put behind this frame, and I'm quite pleased with how the kit's turned out. So then we've got this lovely collage sheet. If you're not great at doing collage or it saves you fussy cutting and gluing, I've done the work for you. So this is a selection of images that are in the kit, obviously. So great for anything. Okay, then we've got some journal pages. So obviously, well, maybe not obvious, but basically you just fold, these are A4 sheets, you can print another one on the back or a plain coffee die, or you can stencil and stamp, and then you just literally fold that in half, remove the white borders, and you've got a journal page, okay, double-sided. So that's how they work, and we've got the cherry blossoms throughout so that everything matches nicely and the colours are nice and cohesive. And we've got this lovely frame here, which was a labour of love. Took me ages to digitalise it. I won't go into the ins and outs, but yeah, it took longer than you'd think. Here's another one with some lovely, I love the collage clusters, and then behind again we've got the lovely cherry blossom. Okay, and here's another one, and this we've got a doily in the background, a doily effect, and another lovely cluster of elements there. Okay, so it's Victorian ladies, so all of the ephemera is like sewing themed, or aimed at more towards ladies, that rather than my gentleman one had whiskey and tobacco, for example. So yeah, okay. And then here is a smaller version of the first page that I showed you, and I've turned that into a journal page. Or of course you can cut that down for a smaller book front. Okay. Here's another one, another journal page with this lovely dress form. I think it's really pretty, and then we've added some digitalised lace there for a shabby look. But when I'm creating with this, I'm in the middle of doing my lap book for my lady, and then I'm also going to do another one of my envelope flip books using this kit. So you will seen that a few videos back. It was a shabby vintage one, and that was all kind of Victorian ladies orientated. So I'm going to be doing another one very similar. Then there's some plainer pages, because if you're journaling you don't want every page patterned. Okay, and this paper here I've made, if you can see the pattern, this is actually vintage lace that's been digitalised and then added on in sections to create paper. So that's very pretty, and it's very subtle. You can, camera might not pick it up. And this one here is a ledger sheet. Okay. And then this is just some more of the lace paper that I created. Without a border, you can either use again as a journal page or use it as what I call a ripping page, you know, for layering your bits and bobs and your clusters and your ephemera. And you've got that subtle lace background there. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. Then I've done some large tags. I would recommend printing these out on some cardstock. Save yourself the time of backing them. But if you want to cut them, do them on normal paper and then back them with some book page or something like that to make them a bit sturdier, that's fine as well. They're lovely. I'm really pleased with how this kit's turned out. It's beautiful. Then we've got some fussy cutting. So I've put some of the ephemera large, so you can cut them out and put them in pockets and things like that. Your bingo card, you can decorate and alter, or you can just add it to a pocket. We've got some little stamps here, and this is a little, it says violet powder. I think it's some kind of perfume. Okay, then we've got another fussy cutting sheet. Again, I've tried to keep it with ladies in mind, so we've got some chocolate there. I think that's just the back of what would be stationery. This is a wrapper for envelopes. This is to do with millinery, etc, etc. Sewing, and more chocolate. Because the ladies like the chocolate. I know I do. And I do sewing. Then I have created a larger envelope. Okay. So obviously you can print that out as many times as you want. Now you don't have to print it to a sheet because I've done some smaller ones, although you could if you want. And then here I have printed 2 mini books. So you can cut these out, okay, glue them on some lightweight cardstock or, you know, whatever chipboard, and make some little mini notebooks. And I've given you 2. Now you can either stick them back to back, so you've got like a front and a back cover, okay, like so, or you can make yourself 2. Alright, I think they're lovely little additions to journals. And here's my smaller envelopes. There you go. Okay, different image on that one, so I mean it's up to yourself how you print them. And then I've done some of the tags in a smaller size to save you the time of printing them to a page or getting your sizing wrong. I've done it all for you. So you've got them in large and you've got them in small. Although when I say small, they're a decent size. You know, they're not tiny. Okay. Yeah. And then I've done some little pockets. Now they are rounded, so when you cut them, you'll see they'll cut to just a little bit of a kind of a point there, and then that's where you fold. Obviously you can see where the folds are here because I've shrunk the image to fit. This one it's not as clear, so when you're cutting out, just bear in mind that where the little point part is there, that is where you would fold and fold the sides. And then I've done just 2 little plain tags here, and they will fit in those pockets there. Alright. Then we've got some photographic fussy cutting. So these are the same images that are on the digitals, okay, and some extra ones for you. So you can cut them out and add them to your journal. So that's 20 pages in total. I think it's really, really pretty. It is available over on my Ko-fi, and you will see me over the next few days as the weather cools down. Hopefully I'll be able to get in here and get some crafting done. So there you go. As always, it's a very low cost. This one is the largest kit that I've done so far, but I'm still keeping my pricing low because times are hard and I want everybody to be able to have a go at digital journaling. So there you go. Thanks for watching. And if you're in the UK, I hope you're not suffering in the heat. We've got the paddling pool out and we're staying inside. It's just a little bit too warm. But I'm not complaining. I'd rather it be too hot than snowing. Take care and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.